What's good, everybody? It's Joe, and I come back at y'all another video. So this video is gonna be a very special video. This right here is the 25 subscriber special. So I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to everyone who subscribed to this channel up until this point, and shout out to all the future subscribers, the new people who will soon come across the video and hit the subscribe button because you'll come across my content and realize I'm providing you guys with value. Thank you so much. I'm super grateful to be in this position because, of course, I never want to lose sight of the beginning and the journey. And of course, the journey began with 0. And of course, after many weeks and months of putting out content, we finally hit the major milestone of 25. So just want to say thank you to you guys for supporting me nonstop, right? Watching videos, leaving the likes, even some people who been leaving the comments here and there, basically providing me with motivation, inspiration, like telling me to keep going. Just want to say thank you. We're gonna keep pushing the bar and setting it higher. So just know, even though this is a major milestone hitting 25, this is just the beginning because I want to take this as far as I can because I understand the bigger picture, the goal, the vision that I have, and one day this channel is going to be worldwide, is gonna touch the masses. I know it. So this is honestly just the beginning. So thank you for it all. With this being a special video, of course, you guys know that I had to come with a lot of heat, right? And this video right here, this one is going to be super valuable because it's a lesson that's the truth that people often forget. And this lesson right here, your life will change once you learn and understand this, right? It's not only important to learn it, but it's to understand that you have the power. And what I mean is that you need to be able to understand that you can change anything about yourself and the world around you. Once you learn and understand this, that's when your life can drastically change for the better. And you can begin creating the life that you've always wanted to live. When you understand that you can change anything about yourself and the world around you. Now, that's not to say it'll happen immediately or overnight, right? It may be a gradual process, but that's okay. It's meant to be fun. It's meant to be enjoyable because the journey is what's most enjoyable. It's not so much the destination, because of course you want to get to the destination, you want to arrive there, but once you arrive there, you're done, right? Like, it's the journey is what's supposed to be enjoyable. It's supposed to, like, going through the steps, going through the motions is what's supposed to be most enjoyable. And the journey of changing yourself for the better, changing anything about yourself or the world around you, right? That is what's going to be fun. Going from here, wherever we're at, to there, wherever it is that we want to head to, that is going to be fun. So this is the most important component you need to remember, that you can change anything about yourself. And I'm talking about appearance, right? Like, of course, if you want to be more muscular or slim down or put on weight, right? Like, you have the power to change that. Your attitude, you have the power to change that. And by attitude, I'm referring to how you're presenting yourself, the energy that you're coming with, right? The positivity, the enthusiasm, the excitement, the focus, optimism, your thoughts, the things that you say, all of these things, right? Your emotions, like how you're reacting, right? All of these things tie into attitude. You have the power to control that and change that. Even your personality, you have the power to change that. For example, there's some people who believe, that both their parents are introverted, and so it explains why they're introverted. And I understand that genetics have, play a part in someone's, like, personality, but you can also understand that you have the power to change that. Someone who's introverted doesn't need to remain introverted if they don't want to be introverted. If they want to break out of their shell and become extroverted, all it is just some practice. All it is making your mind up that that's where you want to head to, and then take the necessary action or steps to arrive there. Some of you probably thinking, I'm sure all of you are aware that it's possible, but some of you thinking it's not really common or it's unlikely. But I can make the case that that's about me. Some of you might be looking at this video and looking at me and thinking, oh, well, you must be very extroverted because you're making YouTube videos and you're posting videos every day, and you're speaking in front of the camera and you're not nervous. Well, I wasn't. I mean, even till this point right now, I wouldn't necessarily consider myself extroverted. For the majority of my life, I would have labeled myself as introverted because for me, I've never been the type to go out and like meet new people and meet new friends. It would just be that somehow, some way I would meet people. And then if I were to be comfortable with them and develop a friendship, then I would be more like outgoing with those people. But I've never necessarily been the type to just walk into a room and just want to just meet everyone there. Right? Like I've never, historically, throughout my life, right, that was not in line with who or how I operated, I guess you can put it. Um, and so I remember one time when I was in college, right? A lot of times being in college, I would travel to other nearby schools for like social events, aka parties, right? If nothing was happening on my campus and some of my friends wanted to go to a nearby school to party, we would do that. And I remember we went to a nearby school about an hour away, and we would go there like every couple of months, right? To see some people and hang out and of course like party, right? But I remember whenever you would go to a party on another campus, of course, for the most part, you didn't really know anyone or many people there because you didn't go to school there, right? You don't know who these people are. Of course, they're students. Most of them are students, right? Or if not, pretty much everyone's student. But you didn't know them because you didn't go to school with them. But I remember one time I was traveling for a party and I told myself, you know what? I'm going to challenge myself and make it a mission to meet as many people as I can at that party. And it was funny because I started a conversation with other people by just complimenting them, not giving them a genuine compliment, not something that was like not genuine. Like if if I liked an article of clothing or like their shoes, I would compliment them on that to basically start the conversation to get to know them. And it's funny because as I began meeting people, I began to realize, of course, that you're not so different from other people, and that a lot of times it's very possible that you guys could have crossed paths at some point in life, either because you know the same circles, or like you share like a common friend, things like that. And I remember that one night I had met so many people in that party, that it was a house party, by the way, and I had met so many people in there that I felt comfortable, like I felt as if I was in my own home. And for most people that's kind of strange, right? Like if you go to a college party in another school, like of course if you don't really know many people there, it's most of it just strangers, right? But I just felt like I had developed a relationship with like enough people there where I felt like I could have sparked up a conversation with anyone and like share a laugh and have a good time. And I felt like I just didn't feel like out of place where I'm just in a room with just full of strangers. Like I felt comfortable. And for me, that was a major milestone in my life, of course, given that I still remember it to this day. But that was sort of a challenge that I gave myself to help get out of my comfort zone and to be more outgoing. And essentially I was also practicing having conversations with new people and people that I just don't know, right? Like most people don't ever start conversations with strangers or speak with strangers whatsoever, but sometimes once you break the ice, sometimes it feels as though you can have a connection with someone and it could feel as though you've known them your whole life because of how well you guys get along, or that could end up being a lifelong friend of yours. This is what I mean. That was me in my younger days before I did all these, personal development, self-development courses and information, right? That was a challenge that I gave myself, my younger self, to be a little more outgoing, be a little more extroverted. Same here doing these YouTube videos. Of course, I felt like I had a big block going into YouTube because I know this is something that I've always wanted to do, something that I wanted to pursue because I wanted some sort of creative outlet to be able to express my ideas, my opinions, and ultimately leave my imprint on the world, right? Like I, of course, want to have fun and have this be a very enjoyable journey and trip along the way. But for me, one, I was nervous because I, one, didn't know what that looked like or the process looked like of doing videos, editing it, all that stuff, just being I'm a one man show right now, right? So I was nervous about that. I was nervous about, like, what if people don't accept me? What if people don't care about what I have to say? What if this was right? Like all these unreasonable, and I'm calling it unreasonable because all of those thoughts that I had go against my goal and my dream. So I shouldn't even be thinking them to begin with. But these are doubts that I had in my mind and fears and worries that prevented me from getting started. Like I should have. Most of my action on YouTube came around September, October. Like that's when I've been really pumping out videos and like taking this serious. But like I could have been doing this. So it's basically been like 2 months since I've been like fully committed to doing this, right? I could have started more than a year and a half ago. And so just imagine a year and a half ago up until this point where I could have just right, but I don't want to think that way. I'm happy that my journey started where it did, and I'm blessed to be in the position that I am now. And those worries, those fears that I have are out the window. Like they fall flat on their face because now being in this position where I'm at the 25 subscriber count, right? It's clear as day that I'm gaining traction and people are appreciating my work. People are enjoying and watching my videos because I'm providing value to them and helping them become better people and giving them instructions or guidance or the blueprint on how they should be living their lives to be the best version of themselves. So it was silly for me to think at the beginning, you know, what if nobody cares about what I have to say? That's going to happen for a lot of small content creators. It's going to take some time to get traction. And even till this day, I have plenty of videos that I record and post on YouTube that still has 0 views. But I'm not worried or concerned about that because I know someday someone's going to watch the video, or some people or many people are going to watch the video, right? And it's going to benefit them in their lives and it's going to mean so much to them. These videos also kind of serve as like journal entries too, because I can look back, and a lot of these videos I put are all life lessons that I've learned along the way, and life lessons that I'll continue to share because I have endless numbers of stories that I want to also share with you guys over time in due time, right? This is what I mean as well. You can, doing this YouTube help me get more out of my shell to be more extroverted, because some of you think I'm extroverted, but I'm still more of a introverted person, but I've been doing a better job getting out of my shell. And I had fears of doing YouTube videos because it used to be a little bit awkward or weird speaking into a camera, right? It's just, I'm just looking into a lens and speaking into it. And at first, it was so weird because I haven't done it before, and it was just hard for me to make eye contact with the lens for some reason. It was just like, it just seemed kind of scary. Like I just didn't know how the video would look like, or how it would come out. But then as I've been doing it over and over and over, now it's become second nature. It's it's normal to me. It's like I don't, that weird sensation I used to have, it's no longer there. And it's helped me become less judgmental of myself. Because I used to, if a video didn't come out exactly how I wanted it to in my mind, I would I would essentially delete the video and try doing it all over again, when there's no reason to do that if it's still a good product, right? It's, nothing is ever gonna be perfect, and everything's always able to be improved somehow, some way. But if you believe it's good enough and it represents you and you're happy with the final product, then you should go with it. So these are also, of course, life lessons that I learned along the way. But now I'm hyper aware that anything about myself I can change. Even personality, right? You can change your personality. Of course, introvert and extrovert, that's part of personality, but you can change other areas of your personality as well. You can change your attitude as well. There's plenty of people that wake up grumpy, that are grumpy from sunup to sundown, and that never changes. Like that's always consistent for them. They can change the attitude because at the end of the day, your emotions, you choose how you feel. So if someone is choosing to be grumpy, or someone is grumpy, whether or not they want to believe it or accept it, they're choosing to be grumpy in that moment. I'm human, and so from time to time I may get angry, but when I'm angry, I immediately know that I'm choosing to be angry. And sometimes in those moments of anger, I accept being angry in those moments and I give myself the pass, right? Because I'm human, I give myself the pass to be angry for certain things. But then shortly after, I immediately snap myself out of it and say, okay, it's no longer serving me. I don't need to be angry anymore. You can choose your attitude. You can choose how you decide to show up today. There's very few people that jump out of bed smiling from ear to ear, whistling in the shower, just excited with smile on their face, smiling from ear to ear. You can take a bus, you can take the train, you can drive around, you can go for a walk in a populated park or neighborhood. Most people are either just gonna have a straight face or scowls. Very few people are gonna be walking around with a smile. Very few people are gonna have pep in their step where they're sitting upright and their body language is as it should be, right? There's few people like that. And if it does happen, it'll only happen in short like stints of time. Very rarely you see someone who is always happy, who is always excited, who's always eager, who's always optimistic. There are very, very, very few people like that. And the best part about it is you can choose to be one of those people. Because the funny part is, the moment you decide to be that person and embody that person, you'll immediately stand out because you'll be unlike everyone else. It's literally that obvious. It's literally that obvious and that simple. And people love being around people who are happy, who are energetic, because people who bring out the best version of themselves, people who are grateful to be alive and grateful for the moment, grateful to be present, that rubs off on other people. If it's genuine, it rubs off on other people, right? Like people want to be around you. People want to be friends with you. People are gonna want to get to know you. It's a thing. Having a magnetic personality, that's a thing. So I'm gonna ask you this question: how are you gonna choose? What attitude are you gonna have? Because you have the power to choose that. You have the power to change that. If you're angry all the time, that's a choice. You have the power to choose to be happy and have a magnetic personality and smile all the time and have it be genuine. And if something appears to go wrong, you don't have to entertain it, right? You can just turn your back to it and say, you know what, it'll work itself out. I don't need to worry about it. It's possible. So the moral of this video, I'm recording this video for the 25 subscriber special to celebrate you. Of course, this is a milestone for my channel, but my channel wouldn't be possible without you guys, without the support that you guys been giving me to push me forward and to tell me to keep going. Right? Even when even being at the 12 subscriber count, there were people commenting saying, thank you for the video. Keep going. You got to push forward. And I can't let these people down. Right? I know what we're doing here. I know what we're building here. And so this is not just a major milestone for me. This should be a major milestone for you as well. To know that whatever it is that you want to pursue, you can. Whether it's in YouTube, whether it's in a different industry, a different field. Use this energy that I'm giving you to also pursue what it is that you want to pursue too. And celebrate these milestones, celebrate these achievements, because they're not guaranteed. They're not. Right? People don't have to subscribe to me. They choose to. People choose to support me. And I don't want to take that for granted. So I wanted to have this video here to remind you guys that anything about yourself, you have the power to change. You are a creator. You, as a creator, can change whatever it is that you want about yourself. And because of that, once you change yourself, once you better yourself, that's when it'll change the world. It'll reflect in your outer world. Sometimes, in order to have more, it requires you to be more and do more. So before you can even do more, a lot of times you have to be more, right? You have to better yourself. You have to bring out the better version of yourself, the best version of yourself. So take time. Even if you need to practice scripting, right? You can write out how you envision your dream self. How is that person thinking? How is that person operating? What is that person doing? How is that person's attitude? Are they smiling all the time? Are they happy? Are they unbothered? Are they is everything in life easy for them, going well for them, right? Write that down or begin thinking about that. Close your eyes, begin visualizing what that looks like. Because you can step into that dream. You can step into that imagination. It's literally what actors do. They get a script of someone and they try their best to step into that person's shoes to showcase what that person would look like. What they think, using their imagination and their creativity, what they think that person's like. So why not you become an actor and begin bringing out or act into this life of this person that you want to become and live? You can do that. You have the power to change anything about your life because you can change anything about yourself. So this right here is a 25 subscriber special video. You guys know whenever, this is only the second time I've done one of these videos, right? Because I've done it when I was at the 10 subscriber special mark. But every single time I hit one of these milestones, I have to do a special video for you guys. I have to give you guys more value than I normally do in my videos. And I just, special milestones, special accomplishments, special highlights require special moments. And so this one was a special moment for you guys. So please remember that it doesn't matter how your personality is or your attitude. It doesn't matter where you are on any one of those like spectrums. You have the power to change it, and you have the power to head in the direction you want to head to and begin creating your dream self so that you can soon begin attracting and then soon stepping into living your dream life. And that's the goal here. The goal here is to, of course, be the best version of ourselves so that we can live our lives blissfully happy and enjoy the time that we have here. So let's focus on the now. Let's focus on ourselves so we can live the literally the most magical life. So once again, guys, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart to all the people who supported me here for the 25 subscriber special. So if you enjoyed this video, do leave a like, subscribe, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Thank you so much, guys. Turn on post notification if you haven't done so already, because I'm posting content every single day and I know you guys don't want to miss it. And share this video with anyone who you think would benefit from this. Anyone who you think might need a little bit of motivation, inspiration, some hope, some value, whatever it is. Do send this one to a friend in need. So once again, guys, this is Joel, and I'm out. 25 subscriber special. See you guys next time.